had an experience that was unlike any other I've ever had. I was body surfing at Kahili Beach. And I was waiting for a wave, and I was watching the waves come in, but up to my breast in water. And something passed over the water that I've never experienced before. And I find it very difficult to describe. I can tell you that it seemed to be about 2.5 feet wide, about 14 inches high, and about 8 feet long. About 8 inches above the water. Totally transparent. Almost gossamer, almost like smoke, but not that dense. And it simply, I noticed it, and it was gone in about 1 second. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
What I've heard of, felt, and seen to some degree, an awful lot of entities on this strange planet that coexist with us and that are seldom paid attention to just because they don't fit any of our preconceptions and patterns. An interesting experience, if some of you would like to try it, is to go out late at night, get your eyes well adjusted to the dark, find a place, getting harder and harder to do this, but find a place where there are not a lot of lights around. Okay? Even in Princeville, that's getting hard to do. But find a place and just gaze up at the sky. Doesn't matter if there are stars up there or not. What you may notice, and there's no guarantee on any given night, but often happens, is that there will be a sensation of movement across the sky, almost like a wave, or like something has passed over the sky. And you won't be quite able to define it, but it's a real experience. Okay? So that's fairly common if you're in the right place to look for it. I've been in situations with friends when we've...
Do you sense it with your skin? Do you see it with your eyes?
It's more of a visual thing. There is a feeling associated with it, but that's so subtle it's very hard to describe.
What's that?
It's very hard to describe. Exactly what I said.
Where would it
We don't have anything to compare it to, just like yours.
Would
Okay?
you feel good, positive, elation?
You can't describe it that way. Sorry about that.
What's the closest
You can't compare it to anything you're familiar with. The best I can say is that it's a sensation, but you cannot compare it to any other sensation. Okay? I've experienced this kind of thing also in meditative practice. Reaching a certain state of mind and body in which the presence of something becomes apparent. There's a visual sense and a feeling sense to it. And it doesn't say anything or do anything, or, some people would interpret it in a particular way, but if you leave off interpretations, you're left with the sensation that there's something there. Okay? So, yeah, I've had quite a number of these kinds of experiences. Never the particular one that you've described. Okay? But there's a lot of stuff out there. A lot of stuff.